This is the paper for today. Okay, writing your Google, writing equation, your Google Translate. So we're gonna translate words into math equations. Woo! Okay. So the first thing you're gonna do is take a look at the layout. Okay. So the first thing you see add, subtract, multiply, and combo. We're going to go one by one, boom, 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 and translate these math equation into, English. Translate English into math language. Are you ready? Let's get started. First one is adding. These are the type that you're gonna see when you have to add. You have adding between the equation, okay? So the first one, we have the sum of three numbers is 24. Now, we did not have to solve for anything, right? We just need to write the equation for this one. All right, so suppose the three numbers, let's give them variable. Let's say Mr. Akakwas, give me three letters, your favorite letters.
XYZ.
XYZ is perfect. Now, thank you, Mr. Akakwas. Beautiful job. Next, we have Mr. Ham. Okay, when we're talking about the sum, Mr. Ham, are we adding or subtracting, or what do we do with the numbers?
Adding.
Adding, excellent job. So I'm going to go ahead and add. When you see the sum, you add, okay? And then three numbers, we already represent them by the variable X, Y, and Z. Now, every time that you see the word is, okay, what it does is represent the value, the equal, okay? So if I say the sum of three numbers is 24, I'm going to put right here is equals, how much, guys?
24.
Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next one, we're going to have the total of cat and dogs, dime, nickel. Okay, I want you to try number 2 on your own. Okay, you can pause the video and try that one. And then I'll be right back with number 3. Okay, welcome back, guys. Now we are on number 3. Let's read the question. Mr. Barclay.
The amount of dimes is 4 more than that of nickels.
Beautiful voice, very strong, very powerful. I appreciate it. Now, there's two things that have been mentioned right here, that number of dime and number of nickels, right? So mathematician, we are kind of lazy. So we use the initial of each word, right, to help us with the variable. So say we have, if we let D represent dime and N represent nickel, we're going to translate this sentence into a math equation, yeah? So let me get back to Mr. Akakwas, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So in this sentence, we see the amount of dime is 4 more than the amount of nickel. So in here, who have more?
Dimes.
Dimes, right? So very good. And dime,
D,
I'm sorry?
D equals 4N.
How do you know it's
No.
equals?
Hmm?
How do you know it's equals? How do you know D
Is
equals?
always equal.
Oh, wow. What a good point. You learned from earlier, right? Excellent job. Is always represent equal, right? The value. Beautiful job. Now, let's read this one a little bit more. It say more than, 4 more than. So suppose you have one nickel. And then how many dimes should you have? If you have 4 more than number of nickel.
All we know are nickels. We don't know dimes.
Yeah. If we know the number of nickel, do you know the number of dime? If they say right here, the number of dime is 4 more than number of nickels.
More than means plus.
Oh, good job, Mr. So 1 more than, you just adding, okay, on top of the numbers of that we have. So here, we can take the number of nickel and add 4 more.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yes.
Yes,
Dimes
beautiful.
equals N plus 4.
So, yeah, exactly. So we're gonna have 4 plus, and there we go. We can rewrite this one by the commutative property of mathematics, right? So 4 plus n is the same as n plus 4. It's exactly the same, okay?
Only works for plus, does not work, only work for plus, yes?
Exactly, it's only work for plus, yeah?
Yes.
And commutative. Yes, beautiful job. I would like you to go ahead and try number 4 on your own, okay?
Ms. Doe, I
And pause.
want to thank you for using the words commutative, property of addition so early in the morning. It brightens my day. It's like coffee.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Okay. You learned something more. I didn't learn this one until I got into college. Okay. So you're welcome, guys. Now let's move on to the next topic. Thank you, Mr. Akakwas, Mr. Barkley, Mr. Sawan, Mr. Ham, for your beautiful participation. Okay. Next one, we're moving on to subtraction. We are going to ask for your participation, okay? Well, maybe a new members. So here we go. Subtract. We're gonna do number 5, okay? Alejandra is 4 years younger than Maria. Okay, so when I was younger, I always had trouble with this one when it comes to age, especially with the year. However, I find out if we put like an example onto it, it's easier to find, right? So here we go. Alejandra, what letter should we put for Alejandra, Mr. Haas? What variable?
I like A.
You like A. Me too. I like A. I like to get A in class all the time.
Mhm.
Okay. And then we have is.
Which is
Wow. What do we remember about is?
Is means equals.
Is mean equals. Wow. You're my favorite student today, Mr. Haas. Is mean equals. Thank you for paying attention. Okay. And then here we have 4 years younger than Maria. So let's think about this. For example, if Alejandra is, let's see, 4 years old.
Miss Ramdo,
Yes, sir.
if we underline younger,
Oh, thank you, thank you. Wow, you see?
we put younger means less. Top of it, we write less.
Wow, did you hear that? Did you
Less
hear
mean
that?
less, and top of less.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, we should send you to AP classes, not pre-AP.
Top of less put negative. Top of less put negative.
Negative. What you talking about?
Top of less.
That is?
Yeah.
What you talking about, Willis?
Okay.
What you
Now,
talk-
if Alejandra is 4 years old, and so Maria right here, Alejandra is younger, so Maria is older, isn't it? You agree? Okay, so Maria is older. So her number should be more than 4, isn't it? How much more? How much more than 4?
4 more.
4 more. Exactly, Mr. Haas. You got it. So Maria right now is 8 years old, correct?
Yes.
So if you were writing Alejandra, she's gonna be less, right? Less than Maria. So therefore, we're going to put, let's put the letter for Maria.
M.
M. Let's do M right there. Because Alejandra is younger than Maria, so we're gonna take Maria age. And because younger, like Mr. Sawan said, it had to be less, correct? And we're going to be subtracting. There we go. So we're gonna subtract from Maria's age. How much difference between them?
4.
Exactly, 4. There we go. So Alejandra equals Maria minus 4, correct? And we're talking about age here, okay? Don't worry about the letter or whatever. There we go. Beautiful job, Mr. Haas. Thank you so much, Mr. Sawan, for your contribution.
So what's the conclusion? Each time we see less, the number comes later. The number
Yeah.
before the less goes backward. So each time we see less, the number before the less goes at the back. So works backward.
Wow, did you hear that? Beautiful, beautiful, Mr. Sawan. GT, you are a GT student, okay? The star student, you deserve 5 gold stars. There we go. Did you hear that? I was going to like ask you a question to challenge you, but here you are, you read my mind already. Okay, so every time that you see younger, it means less, and that means subtracting. Remember, subtract, you have to put the subtract at the end. Okay, anything less, you put them at the end of the equation. Whoever go first, you put them first. Do you see this? Whoever comes second, you put them second. Last, put them last. Okay, excellent job. Number 6 and number 7 is similar to what we have right here. Okay, number 6, let me ask Mr. Blanco.
Yes, I'm here.
Could you please tell me what is the keyword, the most important keyword?
Less than.
Less than. And every time we have less than, what do?
We put a minus.
We put a minus, correct? Beautiful job. And the number, whatever number that less than, you're gonna put them at the end. Okay,
Right,
don't
right,
forget.
yes.
So while we're on this one, let's go ahead and finish this one too, yeah?
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, sir.
So
Go
I
for
will
it.
put like D for dimes. D for
for
dimes. It's going to be Q. So it's going to be equal.
Okay. D, what, say again?
No, D for dimes is going to be equal to Q for quarters minus 12. Right?
Okay, let me put like
Q
this.
minus 12.
There you go. Q minus 12. Okay, how many people agree? Let me see on the chat. Let me see on the chat. If you agree, type we. Okay, oh, thumb up. Thank you, Ms. Tran, for responding. Beautiful job. I should see everybody because this is how you're gonna be taking account for attendance. Okay,
Oh,
Mr. Barclay say we. Mr. Sawan also agree.
yeah, me too.
I need to see everybody. We only have 4 people responding right now. Hello, everybody. Mr. Yamoa, are you there? Ms. Perez, are you there? Hello, it's
We
me.
are here. We are right here.
We from Mr. Haas. It's the longest one. That's why you're my favorite student. Very exciting. Mr. Akakwas, how about you? After you drink coffee, we will wake up and be ready to learn? Yes? Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your contribution and participation. We are moving on to the right track. Okay. I'm so proud of you. So next up is my favorite especially when it comes to money. Okay. I love when it's multiplied. Okay. So we're going to take a look at number 9 right here. Okay. And number 11. And then number 8 and number 10, I would like you to try after we talk about it. Clear? Okay, so here we go. Miss Tran, on number 9, can you please read the question for me?
The amount of dimes is twice as many as nickel.
Beautiful job. So we're talking about 2 things right here, yeah?
Yes.
2 variables right here we can identify. Can you tell me what are they?
Dime, D for dime, and then nickel. So N for nickel.
N for nickel. Beautiful job. And now we know that is mean what?
Equal.
Equal. Oh, beautiful job. All my students been paying attention. Look at that. That's why we have the best student in this high school. Okay?
Yes, because we have the best teacher, Miss. We have you.
I know. I heard that too often, but thank you so much. Okay, now we have the next one is twice.
2.
Okay, what's twice mean, guys?
2.
2 what?
2N.
Times 2.
Yeah. It's 2 times, right? It's times 2, correct? It's times 2. It's multiplying by 2. And then there's twice as many nickel. So we have 2 dimes, 1 nickel, 4 dimes is 2 nickel. The number of dimes is double, right? Double number of nickel. So we can write right here, D equals 2N. Beautiful job. Yes? Question about this? Okay, high five from Mr. Barclay. I appreciate it. Very lovely. I want to give you air high five too. Okay? Yeah. Next one. We have number 11. Eric. Okay, every year I have Eric student and they've been exceptional student, guys. Okay, that's why I put the name on the problem too. Eric owns half as many books as DVD. Okay, let me ask Miss Perez. Yes. Would you identify two variables that we're talking about, please?
So Eric owns half as many books as DVDs. So at first glance, it might look like it's Eric, but that's just the person that owns the books and the DVDs. So it would be books and DVDs.
Beautiful. You see what it said about Eric? Because there's nobody to compare Eric with, okay? So we don't put Eric as the variable. So here we only have books. So what letter would you put for books?
B.
Beautiful.
And D for DVDs.
Okay. So here it say half. So what do you think half means?
Either divide by 2 or multiply times half.
Or you can write them like this, right? Time 1/2 like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Or divided by 2. This is the line, the fraction line means 2 divided by 2. Good job. In here, we're gonna take a look at who comes first. What variable comes first in this situation?
Books.
Books. So how do we write that as an equation?
So then that would be B equals 1/2 D.
Yes? Number of books is half of DVDs. So we have 10 DVDs, only 5 books. Yeah? It's kind of sad nowadays because, you know, you tend to watch movies more than read, right? Yeah, but it's true. Okay, so thank you so much, Ms. Perez. You deserve 5 gold stars. Okay, I appreciate it. Now for number 8 and number 10, you are going to try on your own, okay? I hope you get the idea of multiplication. We can mention a little bit that triple right here is being multiplied by
3.
3. So this is times 3. Okay, times 3 or 3 times more. There we go. Thank you, Ms. Tran. Next, we're gonna take a look at the combo.
Miss Tran, Miss Trando.
Oh, Mr. Yaboa, you still there? I call your name.
Oh, so y'all don't see me?
No, I didn't see you.
Oh my God, you ignored me. My other teacher said when it's times 2, my previous teacher will say, what do you call it? Twice. When it's times 3, he said triple. When it's times 4, he said quadruple. What do you say if it's times 6?
Oh, that one, I leave it to you, okay? Let's do a Google search, and when you find out, get back to me and share with the class. All right.
My teacher, Mr. Ham, told me that I should find the answer, but I'll see you after school.
Yes, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for saving your question, and keep thinking about it, okay?
All right.
All right. I appreciate it. Next, we're gonna put everything that we learned together, and let's see if we can come up with a Google translation for this one. All right. So let's see. We've been working a lot with Dime already. We haven't talked about hot dogs yet, but we talked about age, right? So let's try number 13. Yeah? Okay, let's see your suggestion. Oh, thank you, Mr. Barclay. I appreciate it. Woo, I'm older and wiser now. You see? Number 13, the number of hot dogs is 2, less than twice the number of hamburger. Oh, this question makes my head hurt. But let's look at it again. Okay, Mr. Yamoa.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome back to Miss Trando's show. Okay, I hope this show is entertaining to you. Number 13, would you please take a read at the question and tell me what is the 2 variable that they're talking about, they mentioned.
Okay. The number of hot dogs, so they are talking about hot dogs.
Beautiful.
2 less than twice the number of hamburgers. So they talk about hamburgers. So the 2 quantities here are hot dogs and hamburgers.
Beautiful. So what letter would you put for hot dog? Now, they both start with H, okay?
Yeah.
So let us do
hot dog X and H, Y.
Okay, X and Y. Who is X and who is Y?
Hot dog is X.
All right. Good deal. And hamburger is?
Oh, my bad. Hot dog is Y. And hot dog is my Y because of the is. I will use that as my Y. Hot dog is my Y, sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Y. And hamburger will be my X.
Okay. Your X. Okay, it's hamburger and number of hot dog is Y. Okay, so in this sentence, who go first? In the order when you read it from left to right, who go first in the sentence?
Hot dog.
Yeah, exactly, number hot dog. So remember, whenever that you read, whoever go first, you put them first, okay? As an equation. So in here, hot dog is Y. Okay, Mr. Ham. Thank you, Mr. Yamo earlier and Ms. Tran. Mr. Ham, back to you. What is means?
Equals.
Equal. Wow, look at you. Beautiful, beautiful job. Okay, and then here we have 2 less than twice. Oh, that is like too much, right? But let's reread very carefully. 2 less than. Okay, back to Mr. Sawan. Because you are my star student. Can you please tell me what is 2 less than means?
Less than means that the number before less than goes at the back. So we start with -2.
-2. We start with -2 or we end with -2?
We end with, but we write -2 first and then we put the variable. So we start with the variable and then -2.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So 2 less than, we put them at the end. Don't forget, okay? Every time that you have something less than or less, you put them at the end. Very good. Good job, Mr. Sawan. You have 2 less than, so you subtract 2. That's what it means. And then here, let's read the last one. The last one right here. It says, twice the number of hamburgers. Twice the number of hamburgers. Okay, Mr. Akakwas, back to you, please. Please tell us, what do you mean twice number of hamburger? What does it mean right here? When they say twice the number of hamburger, what does twice mean to the number of hamburger? Oh, unmute yourself.
2x.
2x. Beautiful. Number of hamburger is more, correct? So we're gonna take the number of hot dog. You take twice number of hamburger and take away 2 because say less than twice of number of hamburger. Does it make sense, everybody, on this one? Okay, great. I'm glad to see the not like that. Yeah? Number of hot dog is twice less than the number of hamburger. There we go. We are going to do the same thing to number 12 and number 14. Okay, I leave that to you. Make sure that you try and check in with Miss Doe again. Yes? All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving back to the last 2. Woohoo! The 2 topics right here. Now, it wouldn't be this many topics, okay? But Miss Doe and Miss Tran and Mr. Hart, Mr. Yamoa, Mr. Sawan, Mr. Barkley, Mr. Blanco, Miss Perez, Miss Gonzalez. What am I missing? Mr. Yamoa? Mr. Haas? Coach Haas?
Mr. Ham and Mr. Alcarquez.
Oh, yes, Mr. Ham, Mr. Alcarquez. Yeah, we work really hard to break it down for you and to make it clear. So whenever you see the problem look like this, oh my goodness, too many. Okay, so we'll be able to write out and clarify the sentence, okay, to break it down for you. So here we go. Next one, we're talking about the number, the amount and the value. Now, the amount is whatever that you can count, okay? We can count like by whole numbers. This is count by unit. You count as unit. For example, something you can count as unit. Miss Doe have a lot of pens right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and more, okay? These are called the amount. And whenever you're talking about value, usually you're talking about money right here, okay? That's how much that you multiply with to get the total money. Yeah? Okay. So let us take a look. 15. Let me see. Number 15. A total of 78 tickets, including adults, children, and students, was sold out. Okay, it's not very complete sentence right here, but we work with what we have, right? It's just talking about the amount, what we can count. Okay, so here I would like to ask Ms. Tran, please tell me what information do you think is important on here?
We have the ticket, and they have the ticket for adult, children, and students.
All right, so we have oh, don't forget to say total. Okay, the total is 78 tickets, and you are right, they have different kind. We have adult, we have children, and we have students. There we go. Yes, beautiful. And now whenever they mention about the total, Ms. Tran, what do we do to the amount? We add them. Exactly. Beautiful job. We add them, and then we equal to the total number of tickets. Yeah. In here, what is it?
78.
Dun dun dun. We just translate a beautiful sentence into a beautiful equation. That's it. Excellent job, Ms. Tran. 5 gold star for you. Okay, I'm throwing you like a confetti right there.
I got it, Miss.
Yeah, it's good. Now the next one, you do the same thing. Okay, when they say coin, dime, and quarter, you just assign them as variable, and because this is like a total, right, number, then you add them up. Same thing. Try that one on your own. Next one, we're talking about the value. Let us take a look. Now this one, some of you might not see before as a sentence, but in real life, you actually see it before, okay? For example, if you go to buy clothes, then you have the total value that you have to pay, including tax. Or if you go to the movie theater, you go to see a play at Sunset High School. Oh, speaking of the theater department, is so good, guys. Okay, let us back. 17. Let me ask the beautiful voice, Mr. Barclay, to read number 17, please.
There is $7 per student, $9 per adult, $6.50 for seniors. The average revenue cost $780.
Excellent job. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so here we have 3 things of ticket. Oh, kind of like the one that we have earlier, right? But this one, they come with the price. So if you are a student, you buy 1 ticket, it will cost $7, isn't it?
Yes.
2 tickets is gonna cost you
$14 if you're
yeah, exactly. 7 times 2, and same thing with adult, and same thing with the senior, right? So whenever we're talking about the total money, you can multiply that by how much each of them have. Okay. So here we have Mr. Blanco. Welcome back. Welcome back. $7 for students. So how do we find out the total money for the students?
So you will have to multiply those numbers, right?
What?
So 7 times whatever you want to call a student. So let's make it S.
All right. Thank you.
7S.
What else?
And if we see the word total, I will add, so I will keep adding, right? I will add 9 times 8, 9A, because that's, and I will add 6.50S.
But we already have S right here. So
what happened? Oh, yeah. So, oops. So let's make, let's call it E.
E.
Yeah. Or you can use X, Y, and Z, but I mean, yeah, I didn't. You can call it E. D. E.
Oh, I thought you spell like sad, like sad for senior and old people.
Or señor.
You mean E?
Yes.
Okay. No more sad. So
6.50 E.
Okay, excellent. And now what?
So the total, so it's going to be equal to 750.
750.
80, sorry, 80.
780. There we
780,
go.
like that.
Yeah. You were gonna give them a discount just because they're senior, huh? Yeah, but
Yeah.
according to the problem, we have 780. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting old, so yeah, I should be applying for discount. That's correct.
Okay, you're getting there. Yeah, it's gonna have a lot of discount. Okay, something to look forward to. Thank you. Excellent job for this one. I don't know where is Mr. Ham go, but I hope like he enjoying the beach that he has right there on the virtual background. Oh, he's back. All right, good to see you back. Now, next we have number 18. And I know Mr. Akakwa is so eager to help me read that one already. Let's go.
Miss, I think I raised my hand and you ignored me.
Sorry, when we share the screen,
Yes,
I
and
see.
it looks like when I'm inside, nobody sees me. This is not the first time people have commented that I'm not here. Miss,
I'm so sorry.
Exactly what the first person who said that one day, and today Mrs. Swan and a lot of people are saying it. And today you also ignored my hand raised up. I was saying that, you know, you taught us we have to label all the quantities that are being compared.
Okay.
Like student, adult, senior, okay? And you didn't do that. So you asked Mr. Nissa just to write it down. Maybe if you had given us the chance to identify, use letters to represent those quantities, we would have, it wouldn't have been difficult for him to say 650E or something.
Oh,
So next time,
my mistake, my mistake. I'm only human.
we're going too fast.
Okay, okay. I'm so sorry, Mr. Yamoa. Let's go back to 17, yeah? Mr. Akakwas, let's give us like a minute, okay? We go back and talk about this one. Okay, Mr. Yamoa, what was your question for the variable?
I was saying that we could have, you know, instead of the student just saying everything, you know, you could have said that, hey, what we used to represent student, adult, senior, okay? So like you did from the beginning, all right? Yeah, we're gonna use that before we can come up with the equation.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful reminder.
I thought pair means, I didn't see no pair there, but I heard the other students saying that 7 pair student. I didn't see no pair there.
Pair? I didn't.
So
I
what
didn't
makes this pair? Per student.
Oh, whenever that you see the slash right here.
Yep.
Yeah, in America we use the slash to represent per. Okay, like each. So that's why you multiply them. Okay, thank you for the beautiful reminder. For I will keep that in mind for the next class because we know we have some students who are learning this also. So thank you for reminding us. Okay, I'm gonna be using that for the next class. I appreciate it. Okay, I hope that clarified all the questions that we have. Thank you for asking the question. Yes. Okay. Let's do number 18 and we take a water break because we've been talking too much, yeah? Here you go, number 18. Mr. Akakwas, back to you. Are you still there? Thank you for your patience. Would you help us, please?
Yes, total means addition, so I'm performing addition. And
Okay.
the word and means plus.
Okay.
All right, so dimes is D and nickels N. All right, so D plus N equals that number under your hand,
This one?
3.45.
Okay, so thank you. But what do you mean? What do you mean by D? Is it the amount of dimes or is it the value of dime?
That is the number of dimes. Okay, so
Okay.
that if we have 3 dimes, so that is in dollar, what is it? Is going the total number of dimes and the total number of nickels is worth $3.45.
Okay, you're breaking it down. Beautiful job, beautiful job. Now, whenever that we're talking about the dollars right here, remember to keep in mind to translate the value of dime and nickel into dollars, okay? We cannot use the cents for this one. We have to use a nick. Thank you, Mr. Akokas. I'm gonna get back to Mr. Yamoa. Hello, Mr. Yamoa. We see you. I see you now.
Yes.
Awesome. Can you please tell us, do you know how much is the dime worth?
10 cents.
10 cents, yeah. But now in America, we using dollars, and also this problem asking for dollars, right? So we are going to translate the cent into dollars. We know the dime is called 10 cents.
Okay, so it will be 0.1.
Beautiful. So it will be $0.1, right?
Yeah.
It's a 1/10 of the dollars. Yeah. There we go. How about the nickel? Nickel worth how many cents?
0.5.
No, how many cents does nickel
Oh,
worth?
sorry. Nickel is 5 cents.
5 cents. So we gotta translate the 5 cents into each dollar is 100, right? So we gotta translate them into the dollars. How much? You're gonna have 0 point how much?
0.5.
Now, if you say 0.5, then it's worth more than the dime, right? So nickel is
0.05.
Yeah, there we go. So nickel is half value of dime. So you're gonna have $0.05 for that one.
Yep.
Clear? Okay, and then to find out the total, remember you multiply that by the number of dime and number of nickels. Okay?
All right.
There we go. That's how you find out the total. Now back to you, Mr. Akakwas. Thank you, Mr. Yamoa. You did great. Thank you for reminding us about the dollars amount, right? Mr. Akakwas, let's back to you, okay? We just break out the value for the dime and nickels right here. So whenever that we're talking about the total money, we got to set them equal to the total dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so over here, it have to be the value, the total of dollars also.
Mm-hmm.
Clear? So now that we have this one, it's a total value for dime. How would I put over here? Anything I should write?
0.1D plus 0.05 and equals.
Okay, now we have the total value for dime and the total value of nickel, and add up equals the total dollar is 3.45. We good?
Right.
Beautiful, beautiful job. Thank you, everybody. I would like everybody to go ahead and take a quick break, okay? And we'll be right back. No break?
Oh, that was intense, Miss Do. That was intense.
Intense, I know. All we do, we don't do average. We do amazing job. We do intense work, okay? Yeah, we're not average people. That's why, okay? All right, so we still recording. Next, let us take a look at the system of equation. Now let's put everything we know and then put them all together to help us solve the real world problems, okay? These, ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, these you have to count in real world. If you work as a cashier, here's your chance, because you gotta learn about how to return in the coin and count how much of each of them, right? In case the machine shut down. So here we go. Let us take a look at the system of equation. Now, the first two questions have to deal with the value of nickel and dimes or quarters, money. I know you love that. The next two talking about the cards, and this one also talking about money, number of tickets, okay? So for that one, we use everything that we learned previously right there now to help us. So here we go. We are going to do let's do number 1, yeah? If we do number 1, we'll be able to do number 2 on your own. And then we will try number 15 as well. Okay, 1 and 15. So let us take a look at number 1. Oh, my bad, 1 and 3, not 15. Was reading the value. So here we go, Mr. Haas. Oh, good morning, Miss Dallas. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Mr. Haas will help me read number 1, and Miss Dallas will help me read number 3 when we finished. Okay?
The
Let's
total
go.
value of some nickels and dimes is $1.40.
Okay.
There are 20 coins in all. How many of each type of coin?
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Your voice, perfect. You should be like an MC, you know? Yeah. Here we go. The total value of some nickel and dime is $1.40. There are 20 coins in all. So in here, in this question right here, Mr. Barkley, please tell us how many things have been mentioned on number 1. What kind of variable is being mentioned?
Okay, so what we've got is we've got nickel and dimes.
Okay, what letter would you like for nickel and what letter for dime?
Let's go with N and D. So my first line, I need 2 lines. My top line is going to deal strictly with money. Now we've
Okay.
already discussed that nickels are worth 0.05. We've got 0.05 N plus 0.10 D equals $1.40. Second line.
Hold on. 1.40. How do you know? How do you know this equals to 1.40?
Because it's given, let me read it. The total value of nickels and dimes is $1.40.
Ah, okay, it's right here, yeah? And what does E mean? What does is means?
Is means equals.
And what does and mean?
Nickels. Oh, and plus.
Yeah, when we're talking about and, we add in, right? And this one, you said earlier, you said 0.10 for dime, right?
Yes.
What does it represent, the 0.10 right here? What does it represent?
1/10 of $1.
Ah, 0.10 of the dollars, right? Beautiful job. So here we have everything. You have to translate them into dollars, okay? In order to compare with the dollars on the right here, because you have a total of dollars, yeah? Beautiful job. Thank you for the participation.
Second line.
Okay, second line, what does it have to do with? Total what?
Okay, since the first line has everything to do with money, the second line has to do with total.
Total of what?
Total coins.
Beautiful. Because some people, like they can write out total, but I don't know what total, okay? So we got to clarify a little bit. Thank you for helping us. So on the sentence, which one they're telling us to write the second equation?
Well, we know that there's a total of 20 coins, so we got to set up our equals 20.
Okay, and what is it equal to 20, please?
Yes, it is equal to 20. And
Right.
oh, what is equal N plus D equals 20?
N plus D equal to 20.
Yes.
Okay, do we need another equation or are we good?
Well, there's nothing left. That's all there is. So yeah, we're good to go.
Okay. Okay, so that's all we know, right?
Yeah, so this is what I would recommend. We could use the substitution method. We could move N equals 20 minus D.
Mm-hmm.
Substitute that in the first sentence, and or multiply the second sentence by -0.05 to eliminate N, find D, and then plug back in the elimination method to solve this system.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful thinking. Okay, so that thank you for suggesting 2 different ways that we learn how to solve this one. Okay, we can solve that and find out how many for N, how many for D. Okay, by that way. So we get back to that one, okay? For now, we're going to set up the equation only. Thank you. We have 2 variables. We only need 2 equations. And I recommend you write out the total, just like how Mr. Barkley suggested right here. If you have money, the amount, the value that we're talking about earlier, the total value, write an equation for that one. Money equals to money, okay? Yes. The next one, the total amount. We have the amount means whatever you can count. And here we counting the coins. So number of nickels plus number of dime equals 20 total. Okay, and then you can solve them later. Thank you, thank you. Number 13, Miss Dallas. Woohoo!
Okay, number 13, it says playing cards are drawn at random. Some
How
are
many?
black
Hold on,
and the
hold
rest
on.
red. Then there are twice as many black cards as red cards. How many cards are there?
Okay, thank you. Earlier you read, but I think I misheard the total number of cards. Can you tell me how many there are?
15.
15. Okay, so we have total is 15. Okay, how many kind of cards do we have here? How many distinct kind of cards do we have here? These are based on colors, right? So can you tell me what colors they are?
Black and red. Black and red.
Black. Oh, I should use black for this one, huh? Let me see. Let me use black for black. There you go. And what letter would you suggest for black cards? What variable?
B for black, R for red.
R for red, okay. You see? What did I tell you? Mathematician, we lazy. We do the first letter of everything. All right, okay, so here we have the 15 cards of black and red. So how would you help me set up the first equation, Miss Dallas?
I would go for B plus R equals 15.
B plus R equals 15?
15, 1, 5.
Okay, that's a total number of what?
Cards, random.
Cards. Okay, and the second one, the second equation, beautiful job on that one. Okay, they say there are twice as many black cards as red cards. Okay, so in this sentence, we are having, again, the two variable, yeah? What does it mean when they say twice? What does it mean right here?
Is it me?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
you, it's always been you.
Always me. So it says there are twice as many black as there is a red.
Okay, so in here, the number of black cards is more or the number of red cards is more?
It's same, 2B.
Sorry?
Is it 2B?
Now they
equals
say,
R?
I'm asking it, so on the sentence it said there's twice as many black cards as red cards, right? So the number of black cards, is it more or is it less comparing to red card?
Twice as many.
So that's mean, let me see on the chat. Okay, twice as many, yeah? So in this sentence, black cards go first and they say twice many as black cards. So number of black cards is more, okay? That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, number of black card is also go first in the sentence, so you put them first on the equation. Yeah, number of black card equals twice mean how many? How many times more?
Double.
Double, and that mean time what?
Times 2.
Times 2. There you go. So there's many as black card as red card. So what it means right here, if you have one red card, it's gonna give you two black card, right? There you go. If you have two red card, how many black card will we have?
4.
Beautiful, 4 black cards, and so on. So the number of black card is 2 times, okay, more comparing to the number of red card. So that's why we put the number of black card first, because they're more. And then we put 2 times of number of red card.
Teacher, can you zoom out so I could take a picture?
Zoom out. Now, when you take a picture, make sure that you
Thank you.
you look back, okay? Because if you're something like me, whenever I take a picture, I tend to forget about it. So make sure that even if you take a picture, you look back. Okay. There we go. Yes. Okay, beautiful. So we have 2 variables and we have 2 equations. Oh, we have now it's too tall, right? So since we are on this question, let's go ahead and solve this one, yeah? What do you think we should do in order to solve this?
We should grab them.
Ah, good suggestion. Let us try to graph this one. Now on the graph, we only have two coordinate of x and y, yes? Agree? X and y. So on here, we don't have x and y right here. What can we do? Ms. Tran, what's your suggestion on this one?
Well, I will pick B to be X and I will pick R to be Y, and I
Okay.
rewrite them so I would not be confused.
I agree with you. Okay, so how would you help me with these equations? Now that we have these two.
So my first equation will be X plus Y equal 15.
Okay,
And the second equation will be X equal to Y.
I'm gonna read to you x plus y. Everybody type in x plus y equals 15. And then once you're done with the first equation, hit enter. It's gonna move to the next equation. Next equation is x equals to y. Boom. Oh, we don't have the third equation though. All right, so now we are seeing this equation. Two lines crossing each other at one point. Now, on this one, you see how easy it is to move, but we don't need to move that, okay? We're just only interested on where they cross right here. So when you move your cursor over there, you're gonna click on where they cross. Do you see it? On the chat
Yes.
box, I would like you to go ahead and write for me. What point did they cross on the chat box? What point did they cross? I see Miss Perez. I see Miss Perez already. I need to see from everybody because I want to make sure that everybody see exactly the same point as I did. Mr. Ham, I got you. Thank you, Miss Perez. Thank you, Mr. Ham. Come on. I need to hear from Mr. Yamoa. Miss Dallas, Mr. Blanco. Yeah, Mr. Blanco said the same. What does it mean with same? What's point? Thank you, Mr. Akakwaz. How about Mr. Barkley, Mr. Sawan, Miss Tran, beautiful, 10, 5. Okay. Who else? Miss Dallas, are you with us? Make sure you type in your answer so I can check it. What do you think it mean when you have the answer is 10 and 5?
Well, ordered pairs are usually X, Y. So that means that 10 is X and 5 is Y. But then X means black. So we have 10 black cards and 5 red cards.
Beautiful. Do you hear that, guys? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? On the chat box, let me know.